Oh my lord. Holy Jesus, George. Holy fuck. What, George just completely aced. JT, you missed it all. Oh no. Oh no, JT. Brother, I love you, but goddamn. Oh no.
Welcome to the video. From the start of it, you can probably tell that I am not a professional observer, and quite frankly, I don't know if I ever will be. I've done my fair share of it, and I think that my experience playing as a player at a somewhat high level has given me a slight edge against others in the scene, but I don't know if I can ever match up to the artists that are professional observers.
He's there, Simple just jumping casually into the side. He's gonna fall down again. Why is this clutch from Simple? What are you?
Now you may be wondering to yourself, hey, what does an observer actually do? Like, what is their job? How do they do it? And is it really even that hard? Yes, obviously it's fucking hard. I mean, these guys are professionals. They get paid to do it. If anyone could just do it, I mean, what the fuck am I doing here? Why don't I just go over there and do it myself? It's like, see, the observers are kind of like the cameramen inside the game. They show you everything you see, from the player POVs to those cinematic fly-through shots showing you the overview of the map, to even the replay system showing you unexpected or sometimes just straight up missed kills. Now, you may have noticed that I used the word artist for these observers earlier, and that was no mistake. These guys are more than just the cameramen inside the game. They are storytellers, and without them fundamentally understanding not just the game, but the maps, the player styles, the teams, and the rivalries between the teams, these tournaments go from this exciting and thrilling experience to a dull mush that's repeated every single tournament.
Who's been the hero of this map?
Oh
the
boy.
rest of Liquid find their defense.
Buddhist missed it, but the smoke's gonna fade. And oh my god!
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh my
Someone
god!
turn left.
Half done. Orbs already on the floor. And four big clan imminent. Unless Nico's dig. It's more than that. He's got two. Oh! Let's go! Nico!
G2 needs this round. Keep in mind, discussing the T-sided map. The most oh my god, I saw that! This observer's insane.
Out, give it a little something of his own. A fast pick on long, and Monacy still exists. Oh! Okay, that's enough!
Pistols, no Kevlar. So an Eco. Eco the Deagle towards window. Hoping, oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Let's take a walk through how these observers actually go about doing their job and how we capture those ridiculous moments, because it can get pretty complicated. In the early days of Counter-Strike, observers really only had two tools available to them, and that was the built-in minimap and spectator system. Let's start with the spectator system. It allows a user to join the real-time game server and see everything and everyone. It has three different modes to choose from: a first person, which is the primary, a third person, which is pretty much never used, and a free roam option as well. Moving on to the minimap, at first glance it might not seem like it's all that important, but actually observers would not be able to do their job without it. In fact, the majority of the time the observers are looking up at the minimap to see where they need to switch to next, not the player in front of them. Both of these tools actually work fine and can still be used today to create a pretty decent viewing experience. However, the free roam camera doesn't look great on its own, and the minimap lacks a lot of important information such as where utility like smokes, mollies, and flashes land. Nowadays, the community have created some pretty amazing tools to help out the observing experience. We got Bolt Observe, which is a custom minimap specifically made for observers. This is what the majority of tournaments use for their custom minimaps. And there's Half-Life After Effects, which, among many other things, allows us to do those really cool cinematic fly-through shots that we were talking about earlier. Now, I'm not going to go super in depth on these tools, but I do want to point out that they are very important for the scene, and if you enjoy watching Counter-Strike at all, please consider supporting the developers of them, because they release them for free for everyone to use. You may also be wondering why I'm not including Auto Director as one of these important tools for observers. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, it is a built-in tool to the spectator system that allows the game to decide when and who to switch to, and it's awful, and it should never be used ever, especially in Counter-Strike 2. Without even getting into how broken it is, there's one main fact that you need to understand. You do not want to perfectly capture every single kill. See, if we were to use tools like Auto Director or AI that perfectly predicts where to go, or even ran a delayed stream to let the observer know who to switch to, the game would not be as fun to watch. I mean, think about it. If you knew that every single time we switched to a player, that player was guaranteed a kill, then there is no room for magic. There's no room for those ridiculous moments. It takes away all the anticipation from the play. And I'm not going to sit here and argue about which parts of the broadcast are more important than others. Each piece brings something unique to the table. But without observing, there is no story to tell. And the greatest observers are able to tell that story regardless of the other broadcast talent.
Could we do a round where we let the game speak for itself?
Does that mean we just don't talk?
This is where, guys, you get to really appreciate how good storytellers Chev and J-Raz as the dynamic duo are.
This is purely visual storytelling.
So for the audio only, we're sorry for this round, but we will update you of the score at the end. That was sick.
That
was awesome.
Also, like, shout out to Chev one more time.
That was really good observing.
Like, you caught everything.
That was
you caught
great, guys.
everything.
Now that we understand what an observer is and how they do their job, we can talk about what makes it hard, because it can't be that difficult, right? You just gotta push some buttons. Let's run through a quick checklist of what an observer needs to keep track of. We can start with the basics. Positions of all 10 players, where the next fights are likely to happen, and utility. How about that? That's not too bad, right? Well, we're not done. We also need to make sure we're keeping track of hero buys, saved weapons, star players, first spawns, the bomb, dropped utility, flash setups,
strat executes, first points of contact, time left in the round, play styles, casters.
The list goes on, and unless you're part of a big production team where you have multiple observers, you have to do all this by yourself. There are so many decisions that you have to make all within milliseconds of each other. You need to be constantly looking at the radar, constantly making sure you're not switching off a player at the wrong moment. And the number one thing I struggled with was making sure I understand that I am not a spectator of the game, but a spectator for the game. And really, there is no way for you to understand the mental stress of being an observer without actually doing it yourself. I have this whole section plan to do a like Kahoot style game show where I have you guys, the audience, select the next player to go to or the next decision to make, but really, the only way for you to understand that stress is to do it yourself in a game. There is no one correct answer when it comes to observing. It is fluid, it is context specific, and above all else requires a person with thousands of hours playing and watching the game to get it right.
Watch this, chat. Now, this round, I'm full observer. I'm not saying anything. I will make the most cinema observing ever. Watch this. Bro, number 12, I don't have it on my num key. Why is it number 12? Look, I don't have it. I don't have number 11, bro. That was cringe, I know. How'd I make it so it's players 1 till 10 and not fucking 12? Can't the coaches leave this game? Take a technical timeout and have the coaches leave my game, bro. This is pissing me off, chat. I can't switch to the players because it's number 12. Because the coach is number 6 and number 7. It's fine. No, it's not fine, bro. If number 12 is in the clutch, how am I gonna switch to his camera, bro? It's not possible. I'm not gonna do my job like this, bro.
Just like any other artistic practice, observing takes immense amount of time and effort to perfect. And whether that be creating new cinematic shots or researching teams and players or even just playing the game, observers spend hundreds if not thousands of hours coming up with new and entertaining ways to tell you the greatest story possible. Observers have a passion for the game that rivals that of even the players, and to top it all off, the observing community is full of individuals that are open and willing to share their expertise. So the next time that you're watching a tournament and you see an observer make a mistake or switch off too soon or whatever it be, maybe think twice about spamming in chat, because I can guarantee you that that observer is already mad at themselves.
A lot of these rounds, it almost feels like I got the frags myself, because I get so excited as well. And you know, when I miss something too, you know, sometimes Reddit posts will come up and say, oh, you know, observer sucks, they missed this. I can assure you, I feel that pain just as much, if not more, if I let someone down and I miss something. So like, big rounds are really, really important to me. I get super excited. You know, I'm standing up, I'm cheering while I'm clicking numbers. So that one was certainly exciting for me.
Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all these lovely people in this graph right here. These are all the like trailblazers of the scene, and all these observers are just fantastic people. There was way too many to list out individually, so I just want to put this here at the end. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate you.